Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are doing well today. Got another game with a potential yawn today. I cannot wait to play this one. Today I will be playing Mirror Mirror by Numb. In this game, you meet a lone elf who has known you for longer than you think. You're stuck. You realize, and he's your only way out. But will you be able to leave? The art looks really cute. Whoever this elf is, I 100% will vote for him. If bro wants me to stay with him, I will definitely do that. As always, I have left links in my description to the itch.io page for Mirror Mirror, and I have also left links for Numb's Blue Sky account and Tumblr account. If you do end up playing a game, don't forget to comment and rate and let the creator know how much you enjoyed it. Please know that this game is in the very early stage of development, so there will be updates in the future. So this is not a completed game, but either way, I will be enjoying it. So let's go ahead and get started. My name, as always, Lottie. So that's your name. Aster. Oh, is that our little lone elf? All right. And pronouns, she, her. Is this right? This can't be changed later. Yes, that's perfectly fine. I can't wait to see you, Lottie. I can't wait to see you too. You open your eyes. You can't remember what you dreamt about, but it seemed like it was meaningful. Well, no point in wasting your time on something you can't remember. You live a quiet life. You go to work, and then come back to your apartment. It's a pretty mundane life, but you're not unhappy. It's a cozy life that can get boring, so sometimes you hope for something exciting to happen. After all, doesn't everyone? It's time for you to get ready to start your day. You don't really want to head into work today, but sitting around doesn't pay the bills, unfortunately. God, I wish it did, or at least maybe take some days off and just relax. You sigh. There's no time though. You need to get ready. You finish getting ready for the day, and you think you're liking the way you look, but then something catches your eye. It's the mirror. Something's off. It's not reflecting like it should. Will you check it out? If I do no, does it just give me a regular ending, like I'm not even gonna mess with it? That'll be kind of funny, but always we do yes. You take a step closer to investigate. Oh, well, that was quick as hell. Hey, buddy. Before you know it, you feel a violent tug on your arm as your body falls forward. It's a feeling you've never experienced before. You can't describe it. It's weird. It feels like everything's moving fast, but you're moving slow. You feel nauseous as you sit up on a purple grass? Oh, goodness. Hey, so you definitely dragged me in here against my will. I was assuming we're going to just fall through and just be like, oh, you know, how silly. How such a weird situation. I'll definitely get you back home soon. But nah, bro just actually grabbed my ass and said, okay, you're just stuck here with me. I don't hate it though. You look up upon hearing a voice. There is a man in front of you, his hand outstretched. You're about to say something, but the words refuse to leave your mouth. You finally take a good look at the man and can't help but notice his features. He has pointy ears, like that of an elf, and his hair is incredibly long to the point it's training on the floor. He looks almost like a prince, and he's quite the view. You can't help but notice that he's a bit disheveled, though. Hello? You finally snap out of the daze you were in and grab the man's hand. You stand on your feet and attempt to ground yourself. The man stands there awkwardly in front of you. He seems to have a lot going through his head as he pats his hair down, trying to fix it. You take a minute to observe your surroundings. It seems you're in a forest, and it's awfully purple. Pretty, though. You open your mouth and then close it. What exactly are you supposed to do in a situation like this anyway? Finally, you decide to speak. Hi. The elf jolts at the sound of your voice. It almost appears as if he wasn't expecting you to talk. Then he brightens. Don't smile at me, Doe! Oh, Doe! The cute killer smile will be my undoing. Hello! Oh my, you're actually here. I never thought this would happen before. Never thought that I'd get the chance to see you like this. Hmm? You're confused. He's talking like he knows you. Have we met before? Also, where are we? How did I get here? You feel ridiculous for even asking. It's clear to you that you never met this man before, but you can't help but ask anyway. The smile on his face seems to almost widen. You can't tell though. You're still disoriented and nauseous from the fall. Oh, this is my domain. I don't know how, but it seems I brought you here through the glass. I'm Aster, by the way. You're Lottie, right? I've wanted to meet you for a while now. You didn't know where to start. Was it the part that he literally pulled you in through a mirror? Or the fact that the purple elf guy knows your name? Wait. Firstly, you pulled me through the mirror. Second, how do you know my name? Also, are you an elf or some sort of cosplayer? Or what the hell is going on? The third question goes left unsaid. You may be in the middle of who knows where, but you still don't want to be rude. I've been watching through the mirror. He points behind you, in the direction of the mirror, without breaking eye contact. You turn around, expecting to see the mirror you fell out of, but it seems to have simply vanished. Wonderful! No escape, right? Great. Just great. The elf gasps. It runs to where the mirror had been. I'm not sure if he actually planned for the mirror to disappear, or is this theatric just to make it seem like he's worried for me about wanting to get home? He looks confused, as if he wasn't expecting this. Where did it go? I don't understand. It was right here. You're even more perplexed now. This is too much for your brain. You hear Aster muttering to himself. He looks confused and upset. Perhaps you should be worrying about more pressing matters, like your method of getting here suddenly disappearing before your eyes. But you decide to ask about something else instead. Your mouth is dry, but you decide to speak up. So Aster, what do you mean you've been watching me? Oh, right, I kind of glaze over that little teensy-weensy fact. He knows my name, so he's been watching me for a few hours at the least, right? I feel like maybe it's like a few days, maybe even weeks at this point. It has to be enough where he feels like, yeah, I can just drag her into my world and it'll be perfectly fine. You're nervous now. Is he dangerous? Is he a threat? But he's the only option you have at getting answers. You decide to push forward despite your fears. He looks back at you, still confused. Huh? Oh, you were just there. I'm sorry. I don't know why the mirror is gone. This has never happened before. So you've done this with other people. But I've always been able to see you. For as long as I can remember, you've always been there. You blink. He's saying this casually, and clearly it is for him. But it's not for you. I've always been there. What do you mean? You feel bad for sounding like a bit of an idiot while he panics over the mirror, but you can't wrap your head around it at all. You feel like you're going to be sick. The mirror has been here since forever. All the time I have spent in here, in this place, I've been able to see you through it. In a way, I'm able to communicate with you like this because of it. I've learned a lot from you. You stand there and you nod. You're not sure why you're nodding because you still don't get it. But sure, for the sake of the both of you, you'll try to understand. So, let me get this straight. This is where you live, in the mirror that's always been there too, yeah? Through the mirror, you were able to see me. Is that right? Aster seems to brighten at your explanation. Okay, so one thing I like about Aster, the way his ears go up and down with his mood is the cutest thing ever. Yes, that's exactly it. You're the first and only person I've ever seen. I've never known anything other than you. I'd never touched the mirror before. I didn't know I would bring you here, but now it's gone. Kinda doubt about this statement here. Sad or scary? I guess I'll do sad? His demeanor falters, and you can't help but feel a twinge of pity for him. You couldn't imagine being completely isolated for your entire life. You frown, but you need to stay on track. You're in completely unknown territory here, literally. Judging by his words, you understand that he and you are the only people here. You look up at him. You feel torn. Should you say something to comfort him, or keep it to yourself? Let's say something. If it's just us two here, we're gonna be with him for a while, and I don't like seeing him sad. Well, despite everything, you and I ended up meeting, right? Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. You cringe eternally at your words. You just don't want him to look so sad anymore. Aster looks touched to the point you worry he's going to start crying. Lottie, those words mean a lot to me. More than you'll ever know. Thank you. Truly. You're relieved. Looks like you handled that well. But now it's time for you to ask for his help. Aster, can you please help me? Aster perks up a bit and smiles at you. Of course. How can I help you, Lottie? You can't help but smile at his eagerness to help. You're thankful for that, at least. Now you can ask him comfortably. I need to get home. Do you think you can help me with that? He goes quiet for a minute, which makes you nervous. But you relax after noticing that he's just deep in thought. I can help you. The mirror has disappeared, but I can sense that it's still here. You seem a little frightened, but worry not. This place is under my control, and I know it best. You feel as if a weight has been lifted from your shoulders. You don't know how he knows, but you have no other choice than to trust him. And he seems nice enough. It should be fun to trust him for now, right? But you tense up again as he speaks. What does he mean, but? Yes? My only condition is that we get to know each other. I've never interacted with anyone else, and while I've only been able to see you, I know that there are other people in your realm. So I want to experience what you humans do and create a close bond, a friendship. You want to be friends? Yes, I do. Will you be friends with me? We're gonna say yes. We're not gonna reject this precious cinnamon roll. Look at that face. You can't say no to that. You stifle a giggle. It's a silly and innocent request. You can't help but laugh. You are worried for nothing, it seems. I'll be friends with you. He seems to really like that answer. His smile widens, and he looks incredibly happy. Then I'll be your guide. Without a word, Aster turns around and starts walking. There's a pep in his step. You don't think that agreeing to be his friend would make him this happy. You smile, and then follow him from close behind. You and Aster have been walking for a while now. Every now and then, he looks back to see if you're still following. You haven't spoken to each other much, though. Go ahead and ask. You jolt a little when you hear his voice, and then you look forward. He's turned around to face you. The two of you stand in place, staring at one another. Ask? He stifles a chuckle, and then gives you a knowing glance. I know you're curious about this place, and I can feel it. You have a lot of questions for me, don't you? Ah, so he did know. It probably would be obvious if we're the only person he's had interactions with. We're probably just staring straight at this man's back like, maybe I have some questions. It's time for a break anyway. The forest is vast. It wouldn't do us well to continue walking with no pause. You nod, and he sits down in front of a tree and ushers you to sit in front of him. Ooh, okay. So what do we want to ask? Hopefully it's something where we can ask every single thing. So let's ask about him. So you're an elf, right? He chuckles before responding. Yes, I am an elf. Okay, that's something we learned about him. So, do you have magical powers? He looks stunned, but then ponders over your question. What consists of magical powers? Well, like, I guess things humans can't do. I don't know. Can you, like, control the plants or something? Oh, yes, actually, take a look. Oh? He picks up a flower bud and winces slightly. You furrow your brows and open your mouth to say something, but he waves you off. He closes his eyes for a moment. Okay. So he helped the flower grow. So can he fast forward, like, life? Give it extra nourishment? There's, like, something specific, right? The bud in his hand grows into a beautiful flower, and you can't help the gasp that leaves your mouth. Wait for it. It can do something else? You close your mouth and watch carefully. Huh. You watch the once beautiful and fully grown flower wither away like it was nothing. That one's a bit concerning, actually. I see characters, if they have abilities with plants, they can make it grow, but it's kind of rare seeing them where they can continue make it grow until it dies. So it makes me a bit wary about this ability. He then looks at you with a small, strained smile. Is this something he can't control? Don't worry, I'll bring it back. Oh, okay. A bit even more concerning that he can just bring it back to. As if on cue, the flower grows as if nothing had happened previously. You stare at him in awe. That's not all, but it's just a small thing I wanted to show you. Small? That's a big thing. It was on a small flower, but Jesus Christ. So I'm assuming, since he said it's small, he can do that on bigger things like trees. And just controlling the life and death of plants like that is kind of scary. That was impressive, honestly. I'm impressed, but kind of a bit scared. That was impressive, Aster. Have you always been able to do that? He brightens at your praise. Yes, when I was smaller, I wasn't as good at controlling it as I am now, but I've always been able to do it. Oh, okay. So he was a kid at some point. That's some more info. So if he says that, that means he had a caretaker, like parents, or at least, right? And how long ago was that? Considering he's an elf, does he have a regular lifespan as humans? Does he not? And he's just much older than I am assuming at this point? You nod in understanding and look at the flower. He notices you staring at it and hands it to you. Oh? It's for you. A gift. I've always wanted to give someone a gift. He says it almost bashfully. You smile at him. Well, thank you, Aster. It's beautiful. He beams at you. Okay, so we can't ask more questions, so I actually won't save at that part. So this forest, he says he knows this place really well. So he's been here, what, majority of his life is what I'm assuming? You said you knew the forest better than anyone else, right? Well, you and I are the only ones here. Besides the animals, of course. So yes, I know it better than anyone else, because he's the only one. Okay. Why is he the only one here? Oh, well, you know what I meant. He smiles at you cheekily. For someone who has never interacted with anyone in his life, he sure is good at being a tease. Whatever. Anyway, you said the mirror was here and that you, can sense that it was still here. What do you mean by that? He pauses for a second, seemingly trying to gather his words. How do I explain this? I suppose you could say that I'm directly linked to this place. I can tell if something has shifted or entered here, or even if it has disappeared. I can also feel what the forest feels. So if you pluck a flower or break a branch, I'll feel it too. You can't control the concern that seeps onto your face. It hurts you? He gives you a worried smile. Yeah, but walking on the grass is fine. I got used to that a long time ago, so don't worry. Ah, that's why he was a bit wincing in pain slightly when he picked up the bud, because he felt it. Okay. So we know he's connected with the forest deeply like that. So if I need any means of escape, it might not really work out. Or I can just use the forest against him. You don't know what to say, so you nod. So that's why you knew the mirror was still here. Precisely. Its presence is still here. I can tell it hasn't disappeared. I'm just not sure where it is. You nod thoughtfully and look back at him. He looks anxious for some reason. What is it, Aster? He looks back at you with furrowed brows and sighs. I do have to warn you about a certain part of the forest. It's one I try to avoid as much as possible. Even the animals do not go there. I'm not quite sure where it came from, but there is a part that I don't have much control over. That place is hostile and dark. It's dangerous. His expression darkens as he speaks. You don't know what's wrong with that place, but you don't think you want to find out. Please do not go there. While I can't get hurt by it, it does not mean the same for you. But what if the mirror is there? Aster seems troubled by your question. Looks like he didn't consider that. I mean, if it's there, we just have to be quick to get to it, right? For your sake, I hope it's not there. However, if we must go, then I will protect you. I won't let anything happen to you. If it comes to it, I will destroy anything that tries to hurt you. But won't it hurt you? You don't have to go that far. It doesn't matter what happens to me. You're precious. The first person I've ever seen. If something happened to you, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself. You feel conflicted. You don't know whether to feel flattered or concerned. He clearly has no regard for himself, but it's kind of reassuring that he wants to keep you safe. But please, do not go there if you don't need to. What are we thinking? Is he truly worried about me entering this part of the forest? Or is there something he's hiding that he doesn't want me to see? We still don't know a lot about Aster. He's like the only other being who can speak with us and communicate and all of that. So at this point, we can only really trust him, but I feel like we still gotta be slightly wary just in case. Like, be friendly, but still kind of keep ourselves guarded. You will know once you look at it. It is very hard to miss. I understand. He gives you a grateful smile and nods. Okay, and about the mirror. So it's always been there. Yes. Ever since I could remember, the mirror had always been there. I'm truly sorry. I didn't think that any of this would happen. Aster looks down, refusing to meet your eyes. It's clear that he feels guilty. You stare at him, unsure of what to do next. It's not your fault, buddy. I think you just wanted to have a friend in here with you. I don't want him sad. You know, it's not your fault, right? I mean, it's not like you knew we were going to pull me in. I'm not upset. I have some doubts about that statement. I'm like 75% sure he knew he was going to pull me in. He looks up at you hesitantly, and you offer him a smile in return. Relief washes over him, and he looks immensely touched. Thank you, Lottie. Again, I'm really sorry for dragging you into this. You give him a reassuring smile, one which he returns. Anyway, I'm assuming this never happened before. It was supposed to be a rhetorical question, Says he basically already mentioned that before, but he nods eagerly, despite everything. Yes, it was always in that one place where you and I first met. It's never been anywhere else. You nod and try to piece things together. Maybe it moves after someone goes through it. Aster nods slowly at your idea. I believe so. It disappeared as soon as you fell out of it. I feel like I fell a lot further from it, considering how neither you nor I noticed it disappeared. Did we catch him in a lie? He said it disappeared as soon as he fell out of it, but from what I remember, we started talking with him at least like a minute or two, like 5 minutes at most. And then he was like, oh, there's the mirror behind you. And we turned around and it was not there and disappeared. So did you get caught up in a lie? Or you got mixed up with your details? What is it? I found that awfully strange. The fact that I hadn't noticed despite it being behind you. It was like I was... He trails off, not really sure of the words he wants to use. In a trance? You said that mostly as a joke, but he nods in response. Oh, wow. He nods again, looking concerned. It's strange, but I suppose we can't dwell on it for too long. Perhaps I'll figure it out later. All right, so that's it for our questions. So where do we go from here? I guess maybe look for shelter? If we're trying to find the mirror, maybe like an hour or two trying to walk around the forest and figure out our bearings and stuff like that, then to go to shelter, if he has shelter at all. Aster suddenly gets off of the ground and dusts himself off. Well, I suppose that's enough of a break. We should go back to looking for the mirror, yes? You look up at him with an amused look on your face. His hand is outstretched. You grab his hand and get it off of the ground. He really does fit the image of a prince. The two of you continue to walk, and you notice that it's getting slightly darker. For some reason, you weren't really expecting that. Ah, the moon is rising. It's gonna be dark soon. We gotta set up camp for the night then, right? So time really does function normally here. He turns to you, looking almost puzzled. Did you think it was gonna be different? I don't know. I just thought it'd be more magical or something. Your forest is literally purple, you know? Right. Your trees are boring. Mine are far better. Okay, buddy, we're comparing trees, really? You don't know whether to feel offended or not. You sigh in defeat, but nod. Yeah, your trees are better. Aster has a look of satisfaction on his face. You can't help the smile that appears on your face. Night has come, and it's getting harder for you to see your surroundings. Hey, Aster? Yes, Lottie? What is it? It's getting pretty dark. Don't you think... Hey, how can you... You're suddenly caught off guard when he turns to look at you, because his eyes are quite literally glowing. Huh? What's the matter? Oh, and worry not. The fireflies will light the way for us. Well, that's not what I was worried about, but thank you for that info. Your eyes. He looks at you quizzically. He doesn't really understand what you mean. They're glowing. Oh, I suppose they do that. It's such a normal thing for him, but to us, it's like, okay, that's a very interesting effect your body does. What does that mean? Right. He looks at you for a second and speaks promptly. Ah, so humans cannot see in the dark. No, I cannot, sir. But thank you for thinking I had that ability, I guess. Humans aren't that great. No, not on our own at least. Elves can? I suppose, again, I don't know any other elf. If he doesn't know any other elf, how does he know he's an elf, though? Is it something just instinctual in his mind? Like, yeah, I'm an elf. That's what I am, 100%. Or did he get that info for somewhere else? His laugh sounds a little forced. You probably shouldn't have asked that. You frown and open your mouth to apologize, but he quickly cuts you off. Look, it's the fireflies. He points to behind you, and then you begin to notice little specks of light in the area. It's really quite beautiful. Whoa. You watch in awe as they form a line, a path becoming more visible underneath them. Aster smiles at them, as if thanking them for their help, and then he turns back to you. Come with me. He walks off somewhere in between the trees, and you follow him. Aster has stopped at a large flower bed and pats it. Here, we need to get some rest. We'll continue our search tomorrow. You stare at him and back at the flower bed. Did he make this for you? You're the flowers a bit, so they'd be comfortable enough for you. It clearly wasn't just a bit. It was one large purple flower, large enough for you to sleep on. Oh, that's really sweet of you, but I'd be okay with sleeping on the ground too. He shakes his head at your words. You deserve to rest somewhere nice, and I'm sorry. This is all I could do for you. Then he grows a bit serious. Your precious Lottie. I don't mind doing this for you. In fact, I enjoy doing these things for you. I'm happy you're here. I know the situation isn't exactly ideal for you, but this is the happiest I've ever been. I feel so sad, but I'm still a bit worried about you. Thank you for being by my side. I feel less alone with you here. His words are so sincere. You feel your heart clench. Oh, Aster. We're gonna hug him. We're gonna give this man some love. He needs it. It's almost as if your body decides to act on its own. I'm probably signing away my life by doing this, but it's fine. You take a step forward and wrap your arms around him. At first, Aster jolts in your arms. He doesn't know how to respond to your touch. After a moment, he copies your actions and reciprocates your hug. Stop it! No! Oh no! Stop it! Stop being cute. Don't do that to me. Then he practically melts into you. What is this? Right! He had no other person. He's never been hugged before. Oh my god. I am pitying this poor man. His voice comes muffled from being buried in your shoulder. You can't help but laugh. It's a hug, silly. You look like you needed one. He hums in approval. It's comforting. Looks like it worked then, You attempt to break away from the hug, but Aster doesn't budge. Not yet. Please. You roll your eyes fondly, but comply. His grip on you tightens a little, you notice, but it isn't painful, so you don't point it out. You're truly a comforting existence. I think if I didn't have you, I would have lost my mind a long time ago. Even though you were behind the mirror the whole time. All I could do was look at you. I was able to last this long because of you. You furrow your brows at his words. What? No, hold on. Why are you cutting me off? How long has he been watching me? You're cut off by Aster pulling away from you and smiles at you gratefully. Thank you, Lottie. I really needed that. You decide not to comment on his previous statement and instead offer him a small smile. We may not comment on the previous statement, but we'll keep that in the back of our mind just in case. Maybe something to think about before we pass out. Perhaps it wasn't something you should worry about right now. It's dark now, and you can't help but let out a little yawn. You should sleep, Lottie. It is late. Rest would do you good. You nod, instead of the makeshift bed. It's more firm than you think. Are you comfortable? Aster looks at you with expectant eyes. Yes, Aster, thank you. His ears straighten, and he smiles at you, relieved. What kind of flower is this? It's awfully pretty. And purple, like everything else, but you don't say that. They're asters. Wait, is that an actual flower? Hold on. You would do some Googling. All right, so I looked it up, and aster is an actual flower. It does come in different colors. Based on this website, if it is correct, it says the aster's flower meaning and symbolism have been tied to purity, affection, and mysticism. It also says the flower has been associated with affection, endearing feelings, and mysterious yet benevolent spirits. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. If what this website says is true, that might be important to the story. The sound of his voice rips you out of your thoughts. He seems a bit embarrassed, but also confused. You stare at him and wait for him to continue talking. I don't know how I know, but something in me knows that those are asters. They're the first flower I laid my eyes upon, and they are my favorites. I named them myself after them, after all. Oh! He chuckles lightly and continues, but you feel shocked. You didn't know he had named himself. Well, you don't really know him that well to begin with. I know a lot about nature. I am unsure of where this knowledge came from, but I am certain that it is correct. I do apologize. It seems untrustworthy, but it's like the second nature to me. I see. That's pretty useful, actually. So you know if something was poisonous or not. It's like you're pre-equipped with it. That's neat. He looks relieved at your reaction. I would know if something was poisonous, yes. I am glad that it can be useful to you. Before you can say anything else, another yawn slips out of your mouth. Aster smiles at you fondly and shakes his head. It looks like I got slightly distracted. Where are you going to sleep, Aster? He looks shocked that you asked, but then relaxes. Right here. Don't worry. I have a flower for myself as well. That's good. Your voice comes out more drowsy than expected. Rest well, Lottie. You drift off to sleep more easily than you thought. Is something gonna happen when I pass out? Usually does. Tomorrow would be a new day, and hopefully you make more progress in finding the mirror. Ah, yeah, of course. Every time in games like these, if you're about to go to sleep and you're with the love interest, something usually happens. Yes, you're calling me out. Is that you, Aster? Come here. You hear your name being called. Who was it? Who was calling you? Come closer. You want to follow the voice. Its call rings in your head. Darkness surrounds you, and the voice is the only thing you can focus on. I've been waiting for you. Come find me. Why is it calling for you? That's not Aster, is it? Well, it's saying come find me, because Aster's right there. You're alone, but are you really? Lottie. The call continues. Will you resist it? Will you ignore the voice that calls for you? Will I follow? Hell yeah, I'm following this disembodied voice in this darkness. You listen well. Come to me. I will take care of you. Resistance is futile. Keep going. Follow the voice. You're always meant to come here. You follow the voice. You wander aimlessly, your feet practically moving on their own. You stop. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, Lottie. Wake up. Oh, did I go to the dark part of the forest bro told me not to go to? This is completely different. You jolt awake and find yourself standing upright. You're breathing heavily, and there's sweat dripping down your forehead. What the hell kind of dream was that? Then it clicks. This isn't where you were before. Where's Aster? Where are you? You take a look at your surroundings. Dark, eerie, cold. This must be the place Aster warned you about. Aster? Where are you? You yell in hopes for an answer. Your voice echoes back to you in response. You're starting to panic. He told you it was dangerous, but you didn't know why it was dangerous. You're alone, but you don't feel alone. You freeze in place, fear taking control over you. There is something here with you. What do you mean every in the demo? Don't say it like that. No! Oh my god. Every time I get so invested in the story and they just end and give me this cliffhanger. Oh man. Thanks for playing. Thank you. I enjoyed the game though, even though I'm frustrated. Oh my god. Okay. I guess back to home screen. The game went off. Save your progress. Thank you. Ah! Cliffhanger! Damn it! Okay. So that was the demo for Mirror Mirror. I really enjoyed that. Aster's character is very mysterious. There's still a lot of things we don't know about him. We know he's been in that forest for as long as he remembers. He just knows all this info. And I'm suspicious about that in the whole forest. Why is he the only living being besides like the plants and animals? Obviously we can't 100% trust him. I trust him maybe like 90% at this point. The whole dark part of the forest, of course we had to somehow get there. So I'm wondering, did we somehow sleepwalk our way there? When we're in our dream, whatever that voice was talking to us, we were probably compelled to walk and just sleepwalk towards that part of the forest. And then we woke up and now we're stuck there without Aster. And I'm wondering also, is Aster and that voice in our dream two separate entities? Possibly. Aster did warn us about going over there. Could it be something like that's another part of Aster? Like the Aster we see is all nice and lovely and sunshines and rainbows, pretty flowers, but here's another version of him, or like maybe half of him in that part of the forest. And that's why he's like, yeah, don't go over there, just in case, you know, bad things could happen. But yeah, I really enjoyed this demo. I cannot wait to see what the next update will be. Lots of questions. I have so many theories, and hopefully the next part, whenever it will be released, I'll get some answers. As I said before at the beginning, I have left links in my description to the itch.io page and the creator's Tumblr and Blue Sky account if you guys want to check them out. If you do play the game, don't forget to comment and rate and let the creator know how much you enjoyed it. So that is it for today, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, what have you. I do have members open. You guys get videos about 2 weeks in advance for everyone else. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye!